I want to thank the HUD team and all of the elected and appointed officials and community leaders for being here. It is really an auspicious day. This is a long time coming. I actually want to thank my transportation and HUD staff for putting together this national YIMBY program, and I want to thank state government for bidding on it. It's not that easy to pursue federal funding, and for the civil servants who have to run the programs, they don't get a better title, they don't get any more money. They're doing it because they think it's important, so I want to recognize their excellent work. The funding that we are announcing today comes from the Pro Housing Program, which I created 2 years ago to reward state and local governments that are making it easier to build housing. And this came from my chairmanship, in which I try to provide as much in the way of resources for affordable housing as I possibly can. And one of the things that I learned is that there is no dollar amount that will solve this problem. You certainly need sufficient resources, but you also need to make it easier for people to build the thing that we say we want. We are creating a shortage of the thing that we say we want. And for far too long, through our own policies and regulations, we've made it virtually impossible to build homes for local people. And so it's no wonder why there are so few homes on the market, and those that are on the market go for astronomical prices. Finding an affordable place to live is harder than ever, and while it's challenging nationally, and this is something that's changed over the last 10 years, this used to be a big city and Hawaii problem, and now it's rural, and it's red states and blue states and purple states and exurbs and suburbs. There's not a place in the United States of America that doesn't experience an acute housing crisis. But I want you to look at the data. A recent report found that Honolulu was the 6th least affordable place to live on the planet. Not in the country, on the planet. And so, this is not a political talking point. This is a crisis. This is a crisis that threatens to gut our communities socially and economically. And one of the things that has given me the most hope over the last 6 months is that we have taken not one action, not 3 actions, but a series of actions at the federal, county, and state government level to try to get our arms around this. It has taken 3, 4, 5 decades to create a thicket of regulations and processes and procedures that make it nearly impossible for us to create the thing that we want. And so it is not something we can wave a wand at and fix instantaneously. But the most important thing that we have now that we didn't have a year ago is political will and a recognition that this problem isn't made up. This problem isn't a talking point. This is a problem that if you consult the data, you will see exists. We are the 6th most expensive place to try to afford to live on the globe. So this is not about partisanship. This is not about factions in the legislature. This is not even about communities versus communities. This is about a very basic question, which is, are we going to allow our kids and our grandkids and our cousins and our neighbors to be able to make the math work? It is so hard to afford to live in Hawaii between utilities and gas and groceries, but the biggest cost driver for anybody is either your rent or your mortgage. And this is not a problem that is unsolvable. This is a problem that is solvable, and the way to solve this problem is to create the thing that we all say we want. And this grant will help us to do that.